When it comes to buying the right products, there's a lot to look out for. That's why today, we've picked and reviewed the 5 best models for you. And we've ranked them by many different factors, such as price, quality, durability, performance, and more. You can see their prices and find out more information by using the links in the description down below. Let's not waste any more time and get started with the video. We're going to start this list with the best budget option that you can get your hands on.
Number 5. Acer Nitro 5. It might be a bit old by today's standards, but it still can run most of the modern AAA games in full HD settings with great frame rates. Plus, it can do an amazing job when it comes to video editing too. It might not have the most interesting design or something of a similar nature, but it is an all-star without a doubt. Let's check it out. In the design and aesthetics perspective, like I said, the Acer Nitro 5 is not the most streamlined or sleekest device. It's also pretty substantial at 5.4 pounds in total and measures about an inch at its thickest. It has a brushed aluminium design that gives it a bit classier look compared to the rest of the body. The crimson red hinges look pretty complementary on the overall design, complete with the backlighting on the keyboard in the same colour. The design is decent at best, but it's good since this one is dedicated as a budget gaming device. Also, the build quality is perfect overall. On the front side, the Acer Nitro 5 is packed with a 15.6-inch 1920 by 1080p display that's pretty sharp overall and emits good colours. I found it a little dim compared to the average, but you probably won't use it under direct sunlight. The in-plane switching panel has some good wide viewing angles, and without forgetting, I should state that the keyboard is rather snappy with good key travel and a clicky feeling. The trackpad is mediocre at best, but has a nice size. Now we're coming to the main selling point of this laptop, the performance. It's one of the most impressive I've ever seen at this price. It's great for gaming, productivity, and even some graphical work as well. It can run all contemporary AAA games with at least 30 frames per second at full HD with impressive settings. It does that based on the Intel Core i5-9300H CPU, 8GB of RAM, and 256GB of high-speed SSD. In addition to that, it's armed with an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 with 4GB of dedicated VRAM that's rather powerful for its price.
Next up, we have a model which gives you the best value for your money.
Number 4. Lenovo Legion 5. The Legion 5 is entirely built out of plastic, and it hasn't changed much in terms of design language from the previous Legion Wi-Fi 40 generation. Aesthetically, this is a dark grey laptop without any gaming accents or RGB lights. Lenovo went a bit heavy on the stickers and branding though, with Legion branding on the lid and under the screen, Lenovo plaques on the lid and on the armrest, as well as audio by Harman writing under the keyboard at the left. As for the multitude of stickers, you can easily peel those off. As far as practicality goes, this Legion 5 raises the bar high for other manufacturers. First off, Lenovo put some large and very grippy rubber feet on the bottom that do an excellent job at keeping this anchored on the desk. They've also implemented what look like sturdy hinges that keep the screen in place without any wobbling, while at the same time allowing to easily pick it up and adjust it with a single hand. The hinge design is similar to their Wi-Fi 30 and Wi-Fi 40 models from previous years, and I haven't heard complaints about them breaking. The screen can also go back flat to 180 degrees, which very few other laptops offer in this class. The bezels are plastic and about averagely sized for a 2020 product, and compared to the 2019 Legions, this update gets a webcam at the top with a physical privacy cover. The image quality isn't much, and that's no surprise. When it comes to video editing, this one does a pretty good job. If you want to get a nice looking and decent performing laptop for video editing, make sure to check this one out. The keyboard has been redesigned from the 2019 Legions, and it's one of the better layouts in this segment, with a full-size main deck of keys, a smaller numpad section, and my favourite aspect, large and well-spaced directional keys. This is what I'd want on any gaming laptop. This Legion 5 notebook is in some ways better than I was expecting.
If you're looking for a mid-range model, then this next pick is a great option.
Number 3. Acer Predator Helios 300. This amazing laptop comes with an attractive design, plenty of performance, great display with high refresh rates and super low input lag, and it's the most attractive package in the budget laptop category. Right from the get-go, the Acer Predator Helios 300 gives off its gamer heritage, and it's expected since that Predator series has never shied away from that. On the back, you'll see the Predator logo and some interesting bright blue highlights which were red on its predecessor. This one is a gaming laptop, but when it comes to video editing, it doesn't disappoint. The chassis of the device is built from black matte plastic with a brushed aluminium finish, which makes the device look smart. While it will not blend in the office for its purpose, it's one of the best machines in the market. I should also mention that the build quality is perfect, as it's pretty strong and there's no flex or any unintended gaps in the body. It measures 0.9 inches at its thickest point and weighs a great 5.1 pounds in total. The Acer Predator Helios 300 is packed with a perfect 15.6-inch LED backlit in-plane switching panel with a great refresh rate of 144 Hz and a 3 millisecond overdrive response time to deliver a great gaming performance, top of the class in that aspect. It delivered a good brightness of about 350 nits, a contrast ratio of 1300:1, and a good colour reproduction of about 93% of the sRGB colour space, with plenty of accuracies, offering a great viewing experience. In the performance department, the Acer Predator Helios 300 is packed with plenty of might, starting with the Intel Core i7-9750H CPU, 16GB of RAM, and 256GB of SSD for storage. These specs make it a very capable tool for both productivity and gaming. Moving on, it sports an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Ti graphics unit with 6GB of dedicated VRAM, so it can run all of the recent AAA titles with plenty of frame rates in 1080p with high quality at that. If you want to get one of the best video editing laptops in the market, the Acer Predator Helios 300 is your best bet.
Before we talk about the best model overall, let's look at the runner-up for this list.
Number 2. Razer Blade 15 Advanced. The Razer Blade 15 Advanced Edition combines some of the most powerful laptop components available with a slick all-metal design that stands above the rest, though the top configurations are very pricey. It's still a sleek portable chassis that feels high quality thanks to its fully machined aluminium build. The Blade 15 is consistently one of our favourite gaming laptop designs, and while others have caught up to this trendsetter, it's still one of the most premium options available. In terms of build, Razer didn't prioritise thinness above all here, since the extra few millimetres are worth way more in terms of thermals and performance than they are in portability. Many manufacturers have relaxed on relentless trimming as the main goal, in some cases even slightly increasing thickness. There are some additional external changes in the form of ports. The 2020 version includes a UHS-3 SD card reader, as well as USB Type-C ports that support charging, in addition to the power jack and brick that charged the laptop. The Full HD 1920 by 1080 pixel display now boasts a blistering fast 300Hz refresh rate, a feature that began making its way into a batch of high-end gaming laptops this year. It's certainly a feature for enthusiasts, since only hardcore competitive gamers even seek out 120 or 144Hz displays. The 10th generation Intel processor does well here in a close-run contest with the Triton 500 pulling ahead. The 2020 Blade 15 is plenty capable at multitasking, though this test really serves as confirmation of the minimum expectations for a laptop of this caliber. Definitely one of the best when it comes to graphics design.
Finally, the next model is the best overall. From us, it gets a perfect score in all categories.
Number 1. Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. If you want to get the most bang for your hard-earned buck, then I have to recommend the excellent Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. This is one of the most impressive gaming laptops that can do an incredible job when it comes to video editing too. It provides you a great portable design, superb performance specs, great battery life, solid display, nice audio, and so much more. Let's take a closer look. I have to say that the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 is one of the sleekest and smallest gaming laptops I've ever seen. It's rather slim and very light in weight, managing to pack everything there is in its 14-inch chassis that belongs to an Ultrabook. It measures just 0.7 inches at its thickest point and weighs about 3.5 pounds in total. The lightweight body is all due to the amazing magnesium and aluminium used for its construction. Perfect overall. The moonlight and white colour scheme is just amazing. The Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 is packed with a 14-inch panel with full HD resolution and a 120Hz native refresh rate. I have to mention that the panel supports AMD FreeSync, which works great for tear-free gaming, even though the machine rocks an NVIDIA graphics unit. The panel presents 120% of the sRGB color space and is pretty bright at 330 nits. This means that the visuals displayed in this panel are excellent overall without any compromise. The Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 is packed with some super solid performance specs to provide you enough oomph to get you through any game with a high refresh rate and beautiful visuals. Let's start by saying that it's packed with a 3rd generation AMD Ryzen 9 4900HS processor with 16GB of RAM and 1TB of high-speed SSD to make it a productivity powerhouse. In the graphics department, it's armed with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 Max-Q GPU with 6GB of RAM that'll impress everyone out there. If you want one of the best video editing laptops in the market, then you should definitely check out this one. Buying guide. Firstly, speed. For video editors, the speed of the hard drive is important because your hard drive is where all of your programs are stored on your computer. If you have a slow hard drive, it'll take longer to perform basic operations like opening your software and exporting footage. For this reason, you should always get an SSD hard drive when editing video. They are much faster and less prone to failure than HDDs and Fusion drives. Secondly, processor. If you have the bad habit of having a lot of different applications open at the same time, you'll definitely want to get a good processor with a lot of threads. It should be noted that a quad-core is not always better than a dual-core. Try to get at least an Intel i5 processor or an i7 if you have the budget, but be careful here, it can be easy to overcommit to the processor and limit yourself when it comes to RAM, storage and video card. A healthy balance of all of them will leave you with the best results. And thirdly, RAM. When you get down and start editing or working with motion graphics, your computer needs a place to put all of the temporary work files it creates. This is where your laptop's memory will come into play. The larger your RAM, the more space your computer will have to store these temporary files, and the faster your computer will work. If you want your computer to have real-time playback without dropped frames, increased RAM is the way to go. However, it's not enough to simply have a lot of memory on your computer. You'd also need to designate portions of that RAM to work with your program. You should be able to see these preferences in your NLE of choice. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you found it helpful, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. If you have any questions related to these products, you can leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.